Welcome to the Points in the Paint podcast, Stadium's NBA podcast.
Number one NBA podcast.
Number one NBA podcast. You can get podcasts wherever podcasts are found. You can find us on YouTube now, on the Stadium YouTube page as well. Got all of our full shows on the Stadium page because we are doing on video now.
Yes.
Our beautiful faces on video. I'm Ben Wittenstein.
I am Zach Badger. House, always in the house.
Hopefully people have been following the previews that we've been doing, the team previews.
Yes.
We talked to Ava Wallace about the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, that was pretty fun, pretty exciting for me to get the opportunity to talk with her while my mans was out on the road making it happen in Detroit.
Yeah, got some good Detroit pizza from Buddies.
How'd you like that?
It was good.
All right, solid.
I wanted to dislike it.
I'm glad you did.
My Chicago, I know.
Yeah.
My Chicago bones were like, I'm gonna hate this pizza. I'm ready to hate it, and it was so
Solid.
damn good. It was so damn good.
Yeah, I've been to Buddies like once, so shout out to Buddies in Detroit. Good pizza, solid pizza.
I don't know what they do to it, but man, we walked there, and I was just like, oh, this pizza looks so good, and it was fluffy, and they put a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah.
It was good. Detroit's nice. It's a good city.
It's solid.
Saw the People Mover. Went to Little Caesars Palace, Little Caesars Arena.
Look, you still got that
Palace.
Yeah, Palace of
They
Auburn
should call
Hills.
it Little Caesars Palace.
No, they probably should. I like
Palace
that.
of Little Caesars. But no, it was good. Detroit's fun. It's a good city. Pro Detroit.
Pro Detroit.
Yeah, it was fun. I'd go back.
Don't
Flight
act-
was quick too.
Don't act- I told you go up.
You go up and down.
You go come down.
Yeah. You're right there. Can't even sleep. Don't even get snacks or
none
drinks.
of that. No.
It's
you
great.
Go up, you go down. It's like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was. Listen, all flights should be exactly 50 minutes long. That's it. Every flight in the world should be 50 minutes. It should be perfect. You up, you're down. You're in a new city immediately. It's great.
Yep.
I love it. It's perfect. Let's talk NBA though. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We got one big thing, and oh boy, there's been a lot of stuff going on.
It's been a crazy week already in the association, and it's only like Tuesday as of recording of this podcast.
Yeah, it's only Tuesday, November 1st. Season's really not even like gotten underway fully. It's
it's only
early
been like
season.
2 weeks to give say the least, right?
Kawhi's been hurt and not hurt. Man, that man needs to figure out his knee issues. That's been annoying.
I don't want to really understand that either, being because it's like with the Clippers, they're projected to be a very good team this year, like very good. Like they're projected to, I got them projected to have the best record in the NBA of all the teams. 60-22 is where I think I had them at for like the best overall regular season record.
Yeah.
They have gotten off to a rocky start. PG-13, Paul George, he has talked about it. He blames himself.
Yep.
I don't think he needs to blame himself.
No.
I think he needs to look at number 2, who had a whole year off of a torn ACL injury and needs to get back into play. Sitting him, I think, only hurts. The whole injury management being, I think that only hurts the Clippers situation.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, at this point, if you can't play that many games, why are you in the NBA at this point? Like, I understand.
Well, I don't know if I'll go that far.
I understand load management, but the man just like, he's going to play like 10 games this year.
That's what it
I
looks
don't
like.
understand.
Yeah, he's not playing back-to-backs. And it's like,
not playing back-to-backs, not playing games during the week. It has to be
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah,
the
it's like
sun,
it's
the moon has to be
specifics.
full. Like, come on, man. Figure this out. Play basketball. You're like in the prime of your career.
yeah.
What are you doing?
No question. Now, I don't understand it either because it's just like they've been struggling against teams that they shouldn't struggle against so far this season. They lost to the Thunder twice, not once, but twice. Like, there's no excuse for that. A team that's quote-unquote supposedly supposed to be tanking or supposed to be a bottom feeder team in the West, in the NBA, and you go out there and lose to them twice in the same week, like that's inexcusable.
Speaking of tanking, that's our one of our one big things of the week.
Yes.
Thunder and the Jazz.
Mm-hmm. They don't look like they're tanking.
No, they're not, apparently.
Best teams in the NBA.
Best teams in the West right there. I'm really glad. I mean, I bet the Thunder team win total over 23.5, and that's looking pretty good right now.
You took it for the over?
I took the over. I'm a big Thunder fan this season. I really like the Thunder. They're
Are we
a
back
very
on that
young,
again?
fun team.
You on that
They might
again?
have to be the team of the podcast.
You did that, you on that again?
They might have to be the team of the podcast because they're fun, man. They've got really young, fun players. Paku is really fun and super skinny and tall. He's kind of a freak, and they're going to get Chet Holmgren back next season, and they're already going to be looking really good. I love Josh Giddey. It's a fun team. And then the Jazz, they're not even like super young. I don't even know if they're like fully rebuilding.
It's hard to even describe with that team.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's like an AAU team in my opinion. Utah Jazz is like an AAU team because they got like Colin Sexton. He'll come off the bench, and then you got Jordan Clarkson.
Their
Brian
dads are all
Jordan.
taking them home from the game.
Then you got Lloyd Marketing, who's playing lights out this year. Like he is playing amazing basketball, Lloyd Markkanen for the Utah Jazz.
It's unbelievable.
I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed. Who else is out there for the Utah Jazz has been playing well?
Well, I mean, him and Sexton have been awesome to see play well together. Like, it's just a weird. You wouldn't have expected to put like Sexton and Lauri Markkanen together so well. Because on Cleveland, Lauri was fine. Markkanen played well.
Yeah, he played well in that.
But he's thriving. He's thriving right now.
He's like a star. He's like a budding star for the Utah Jazz.
Don't understand.
That's something that I'm sure the Utah Jazz did not expect. I'm sure that's something Will Hardy, the new head coach, did not expect for this team to get off. And somebody really need to go check on Danny Ainge. Like I said that once.
He's struggling. He's like, damn, why are they so good?
Yeah, like I'm pretty confident that Danny Ainge did not expect this and was hoping to try to have that sweepstakes for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, right. Yeah, now, I mean, both the Thunder and the Jazz. Could you imagine the Thunder getting Victor Wembanyama? That whole team would be the longest, tallest, weirdest, freakest team in the NBA.
History.
Yeah, like that would be a really fun team to watch. But Thunder are playing well. The Jazz are playing well. It's kind of a backwards start to the season.
It really is, especially when you say backwards. That's the perfect word to use.
I mean, look at the standings.
You got the Utah Jazz and you got the Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. You cannot count out the Spurs because the Spurs currently have a winning record too. I think they're like 4-2 or like 5-2.
5-2, yeah. They're fourth in the West, right behind the Jazz.
And then you got teams that are projected to do well, not doing well.
Yeah, right.
LA Clippers, not doing well.
Nope.
You know another team that's playing well? Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, they're leading the West.
The guy I picked for NBA scoring champ. Some people like him for MVP. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know how you feel, but
I love a Dame
MVP. He got hurt. He's going to be out like a week or two, according to Shams. But for the most part, looks like a pretty solid team. A team that's trying to not be in that play-in scenario in the West.
Yeah, I would love to see Dame win an MVP. I think that would be a lot of fun. And I mean, his team leads the West and not. I mean, it's been Dame, but it's been Shaedon Sharpe, who's been really good.
You like him?
I love Shaedon Sharpe. Anthony Simons has been awesome, too.
Man,
they have some really fun role players surrounding Dame.
And Jeremy Grant, can't forget about him.
Great addition. Yeah, that's a great addition.
Yeah, because he played with a lot of confidence, particularly against LeBron. When Portland played LeBron last week, he was going at LeBron and even finished the game-winning shot on LBJ. I was kind of heartbroken by that, but you play hard when you play against the King. So shout out to Jeremy Grant and the rest of that Portland Trailblazers team getting it done.
Truly wild. You have Jimmy Butler wild is the note that you have here.
Yeah, because you heard what he said.
What did he say?
Jimmy Butler said it don't matter what the record is, essentially. We still going to win an effing championship. And I'm pretty sure we know what effing means. But he said they going to still win a freaking championship.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
They're 2-5. Ben.
Yeah, they're not
Currently.
looking great.
They don't look good at all.
Everything that made them good last year has just gotten worse. Like the three-point defense, the defense in general, their offense, like everything's just taking a step back, seemingly.
I don't really have a problem with the defense, though, Ben. To be honest with you, I don't because
points per game, they're like 11th. They're good.
Because they're in the mix, they're in the middle. But offensively is where I have issues. Yeah. Like Tyler Hero, obviously got the contract this past offseason. We talked about it before. He has to continue to step up and just play more consistent on offense. Same thing with Bam Adebayo. Bro, they need you to score on offense every night. I'm sorry, but 17 points, 8 rebounds in this league, in the East, that's just not enough, man. I just feel like it's just not enough, and it's not going to get the job done for them, especially when your leading scorer is only 22 a game. So you can't go 22 to like 17, then the next person is getting like 13, 15. Like, that's not going to win you a championship, Jimmy. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. You need at least, in today's league, man, you need at least 2 25-point scores a game to really be in the mix for a championship.
Yeah.
Or Toronto, if you're a team like Toronto, because I know they don't really have that, you better have a lot of guys, like your first 4 or 5 guys got to at least get like 18 points a night.
Yeah,
like, it got to be a collective unit like that on offense.
100%. Let's see some other news. Steve Nash, not the coach in Brooklyn anymore.
That's your boy.
Yeah, I know.
That's your boy. Talk about your boy.
Free Steve Nash. Okay. Free the man. He's gone. He's able to explore other opportunities. I'm so happy for him.
You're so happy for him?
He gets out of a tough situation in
Everybody's saying that. Everybody said they're happy for Steve Nash for getting fired and losing his job.
He's happy for getting fired and losing his job because, hey, it was mutual. It was mutual.
Okay.
They said it was mutual, so I think Steve Nash wanted to go as much as they wanted him to go. It just It wasn't going to work out. KD wanted him to start. KD didn't want him to start this season.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm done with Steve Nash.
He
and then
did say that.
and then let's go, nope, we're going to keep him. And
Double
KD
down.
said, okay, I guess I'll stay. And all of that went well-ish, I guess. And then
Right-ish.
everything blows up. And the team's bad. There's a lot of distractions going on. And Nash, jury's out on if he's a good coach. I would say that. I think there was definitely moments coaching-wise where he could have been a lot better.
It was bad.
He could have been a lot better.
Was bad.
And I think it was a combination of him being a new coach and a tough situation where he's expected to win immediately.
Because of those players you have.
And because of the players you have, and then the players and the whole situation with Kyrie being in and out of the lineup, and injuries with Kevin Durant, just everything melding together.
James Harden coming and going.
Yep, and trading for the whole Ben Simmons. So
and
like,
you got Ben Simmons saga right now. He got more fouls than points.
Is Steve Nash a good coach? I don't know yet. Jury's still out on that one. He didn't show that he could be awesome, but the situation he was in could have been a lot better.
I think the next time around, if he does get an opportunity, he has to have an opportunity where he's in a position like a Will Hardy.
Yeah, 100%.
Where like there's no expectations.
Zero.
Expectations whatsoever, and you got to go out there and show people that you belong in this league in terms of coaching. Period. Because you're a Hall of Famer, obviously, 2-time MVP. Like Steve Nash got all the credentials as a player.
Yeah.
But now it's time to turn the chapter and see what you can do as a coach. Now that this chapter in your coaching career has closed, when the next one opens, let's see how you progress and how you've had progress since then.
Yeah, 100%. He needs to be in a situation he can grow with the players. The expectations are low. He can figure out what type of coach he wants to be. I mean, you kind of see it with Jason Kidd a little bit, and Jason Kidd and Steve Nash were always compared to each other, right? Jason Kidd was a horrible coach with the Bucks, and he was on a perfect team too. He could grow with them. He was on a young Bucks team. There was not a lot of expectations, but he was simply a bad coach. He was
solid. They went to the playoffs. I hate when you do that. I hate when you say Jason Kidd a bad coach.
The problem is
solid. He put the ball in Giannis' hand. He gave me, you know what I'm saying? There was some pros and some cons to Jason Kidd coaching the Bucks. And if you feel like he had more cons, that's fair.
But the thing is, what might need to happen to Steve Nash, though, is what happened to Jason Kidd. He gets fired, leaves head coaching, becomes an assistant to a good coach on a good team, or at least a team with expectations, sees how that is run, and then he can go off and do his own program. That might be what needs to happen with Steve Nash. He needs to be an assistant coach first, and then he comes, and now he kind of sees what it's like to be on a coach with a team with high expectations, and then he can coach a team that's on the up and up.
Yeah, not a player development coach, nothing like that. We talking X's and O's, being a lead assistant on a team. That's what Steve Nash.
That might be what needs to happen to them. And who knows where the Brooklyn Nets go from here? Hired Ime Udoka.
Ain't that crazy? So
what the hell is going on in Brooklyn, man? I don't understand.
Ime Udoka is suspended currently, or was suspended currently.
Not anymore, I guess. So he's just going to be able to coach just like that.
Yeah, he just gets to coach for the Brooklyn Nets after being suspended for a whole season from the Boston Celtics. But I guess it makes sense, though. I mean, because I feel like they were going to fire him after the season anyway.
He was going to be. There was no way he was going to coach
because the only reason why I feel that way too is because when you look at it, how it was drawn. When we first got the news about Ime Udoka being suspended initially, there was no context to really why he was getting suspended at first. And so it's like when all the context comes out, it's almost, in my opinion, too late to put the foot down and take it a step further and fire him when you already made a disciplinary action before we got the opportunity to find out what was the reasons why.
Yeah, because they knew beforehand, and they did that disciplinary action based on what they knew anyway.
Yeah.
And no one knew, and then once they knew, they're like, "Oh, this is all that happened." The Celtics can't take that back and say, "Never mind, you're fired."
Yeah,
they were just going to wait for everything to calm down, pass by the finals. Hopefully, the Celtics do well. Is that what they were hoping?
Exactly.
And then either maybe they rehire Udoka if, say, they get to a title or they get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think at this point they were probably like, "Take him. It's fine. You want to take him?
You guys have enough issues.
It's all you.
You guys go ahead."
Yeah, we like our team. We like where we are.
But I think it's a good fit, honestly, because I feel like if Ime Udoka was able to come in year one and do what he did with the Boston Celtics, a team that was always rooted to have success while Brad Stevens was the head coach, and he comes right in and gets it done and get that team to the finals, I'm not saying the Brooklyn Nets are automatically going to make the finals right now, but I will say that they'll be a better team and they'll look better, and we'll now see adjustments mid-game throughout the game, because we know that's something that we saw last year from Ime Udoka. So from a coaching perspective, it is an upgrade for the Brooklyn Nets, and I think the relationship that he has with Kyrie will also be beneficial. Like, it won't be any weirdness going on. There won't be any more distractions about off-court things, anything of that nature. I think they'll solely be able to focus on basketball with those two stars, with Kyrie and Kevin Durant, and they'll move forward. Ben Simmons, though, Ben, I don't know. Ben ain't a good name right now, Ben. I'm sorry. Like, no. That's just not a good.
This isn't good. It's not going well for the Bens.
Yeah, the Bens ain't really doing too high right now.
Yeah, Simmons needs to figure this out, because it's
giving you all a bad rep.
He is. The man needs to. I don't know if it's like. Because, I mean, I'll give him, another week or so to get back. He hasn't played NBA basketball in a while. I understand that. He's
I do sometimes forget that. I forget that.
Which I understand, but, buddy, like, you're not helping yourself out here.
It only looks worse, and that's
looks a lot worse.
Yeah, that's
man. His defense has not even been that good. His defensive rating's not very good. He hasn't really been contributing defensively very well.
More fouls than points.
I don't know what happened to him, man. I don't know if it was the yips or I
feel like that's literally what it is.
Understand.
I feel like that's what it is. Like, it got to be the yips, and it's like all mental. It has to be all mental.
Because the physical, he's there. The physical parts are there. He's still a young guy. Like, he's got everything going.
All the tools to make it happen. Like,
so bizarre.
It is. It really is.
It's very bizarre. All right, sort of a new segment. We'll do what's trending, and yeah, we'll do. Is that the sound effect? All right, what's trending? Let's do the Lakers. Finally got their win. Lakers got on the board. They got that dub. Took them a while. A lot of memes, a lot of jokes.
Yeah, it was really sad.
But Russ and company finally got it. And it's Russ and company, not LeBron and company. It's Russ and company got it.
Ooh.
LeBron's just there to score points, be the number one scorer in the NBA, and then that's it. That's it. He's waiting for the playoffs that probably aren't going to come this year.
Well, hold on now, because all it takes is one.
Now they're going to go on a streak.
Yep, all it takes is one.
Lakers are back.
Lakers are back. It's official. But no, in all seriousness, though, did you see the Lakers win?
I did.
Did you see how they won the game?
Yeah, they looked good. That thing, they looked smooth. The offense was going well. They were passing well. Like everyone contributed, and they looked like a good team. That I think is what Darvin Ham
hopes for.
That's like his vision, right? It's like everyone's moving the ball, everyone's passing. You got the contributors, you got shooting. Everything was going right.
So my question to you is, what stood out to you the most in that game? Do you remember? Because I'll say this. If you don't remember, one thing that transpired from that win was that Russell Westbrook came off the bench.
Yeah.
For the first time
he did
in his career.
Good for him. That's what he needs to do.
He swallowed his pride and he came off the bench. Now, I'm not saying he's not good enough to start in this league, because Russell Westbrook can still start on all 30 teams in the NBA easily. But the issue is that how do you make it work with a player so ball dominant and another player so ball dominant? That was the question going back to last season when they even acquired Westbrook, was how they were going to make that work, two guys who need the ball. Well, now, after a year later and a few games into this season, Darvin Ham said, you know what? We're going to erase all the egos here. We're going to eliminate all that. We're going to just solely focus on trying to win. And if you want to win, Russ, you got to make this sacrifice. I'm going to need you to come off the bench. I need you to do that, so it opens up more opportunities for both LeBron when he's on the floor, and you can be able to do your thing and attack the basket and get other guys involved when you're on the floor.
And honestly, good on him for convincing Russ to do that, because that's not an easy task. And I don't think Russ would have accepted that. It would need to take a special type of coach to get him to accept that role, and the circumstances surrounding he had to have heard everything going on Twitter about him and his play and everything like that. So I think that, surrounded with probably Darvin Ham doing a good job convincing him, him coming off the bench is great. That's perfect for what
they got going. Yes,
for what he needs too. For the pressure that he is under as
LA
a starter.
pressure, yeah, hell yeah, because LA pressure is something different from all other 2018 teams. Well, I don't know how the Clippers. I don't know if that's too much pressure.
Yeah,
they ain't got too much winning history.
No, they don't. But when you're with the Lakers, you got that pressure.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Let's see what else is trending. I hate this. Joel Embiid equals Aaron Rodgers because of how dominant he has been against Chicago. 12-0 against the Bulls. Just absurd. The Bulls have never had a good big man to really counteract him, so that makes sense.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
It hurts.
You know what I'm saying? I know it
hurts.
feels bad.
It doesn't feel good.
Yeah,
it
I
hurts.
saw him tweet. He really posted on Instagram just the words Aaron Rodgers. Like,
yeah.
I was just like,
disgusting.
wow. Yeah, like
that's a hate crime is what that is. He needs to be kicked off Instagram for that. I hate it. That's disgusting.
No, I just thought it was just humorous because it's like, damn, that's 12 straight. Like, it ain't no on the road, at home. It don't even matter. Like, he ain't getting the dub.
Can't figure out how to beat Joel Embiid. Jeez.
I mean, they got Vucevic. What's up? Andre
Okay.
Drummond. What's up?
Yeah, sure. Do you hear the names that just came out of your
I'm
mouth?
just saying. I mean, those are the two front court guys that the Chicago
Yeah.
Bulls have. If you see something like that, so now that got to be on the wall, right? That got to be what they call
12-0.
No, when they write it on the wall,
poster.
a board material,
Yeah,
a bulletin board material.
Board material. Yeah,
they got to put that on the board for next game.
Apparently.
I own you. They got to just play that. Aaron Rodgers, I own you, and just put Joel Embiid face over it. Like, I own you.
Just beat the 76ers. It's not that hard. Good Lord. Another segment. Never will I ever.
Never will I ever.
We're gonna need a sounder.
I'm pretty
for
sure
this
you
one.
heard of never have I ever.
I have heard that one.
This was never will I ever.
All right. Never will I ever. Never will
At least
you
this
ever.
week.
What will you never do?
I will never bet Jimmy Butler's point total. I would never do that again. He played against Sacramento Kings. I think his point total was only like 22.5, 21.5.
Yeah.
You know what he went out there and did? He laid a fat egg and went out there and only had like 15 points. And I believe they lost the game. They gave Sacramento Kings their first win of the season.
They did.
So I was all out on Mr. Jimmy Butler. I never will I ever.
I like it. I'm trying to think of something I will never ever. You know, I will never.
What's upset you in the NBA so far?
Well, this isn't even upset. This is
okay.
Because I think I said this either on the pod or I said this somewhere, but I will never discount DeMar DeRozan again.
Okay.
'Cause he is playing well
All
for the
right.
most part. And is he at the same level that he was last year? He's around there. He's in the ballpark. And I thought he was going to take a huge step back. Thought he's a year older.
Really?
I thought last year was a little bit of an outlier what he did. It was just a huge season that he had, literally almost an MVP type of season.
Yeah.
Didn't think he'd be able to double it up. And he's been great for the Bulls. He really has. He's been, he's 20-plus point scorer a night.
Easy.
He can dish it out.
All
Defensively,
middies.
he's always going to be fine. At
All
points.
middies.
He's hitting the mid-range shot. So I am never going to discount DeMar DeRozan again because he has shown that he can continually bring what he brought last year moving on to this year. So I thought he was going to be dead, but he's not. He's thriving.
Yeah, and so now he just needs his teammates to get healthy. When I'm not even speaking on Lonzo, because that's the whole thing within itself, Lonzo Ball.
Right.
But Zach LaVine just got to
needs to
stay
get healthy. Lonzo,
consistently with the knee. You know what I'm
Io and
saying?
Kobe need to stay healthy, too.
Io,
Good
yeah,
Lord.
I saw that, too. Io's out. And Kobe, I ain't got no guard. They might as well just call one of us.
Yeah, I'll be Alex
suit up.
Caruso.
What's
I
up,
can
Chicago?
put a headband on. That's easy.
You got to cut your hair, though.
Be
We
a
just
white
talked
guy
about
puts a
that.
headband on. That's easy. I do need to get my
No,
hair cut. That's true.
You'd have to cut your hair.
No, I'm going to
You-
shave it all off?
All off. And you said you wasn't going lower than a 2 or lower than a 3.
Lower than a 3. Yeah, I can't go lower than a 3. I would look terrible lower than a 3. I don't know if you see my head, but it's got weird dimensions on it. It's a weird, out head. It's not good.
Talk about
It
out
doesn't work
head.
well with hats. It damn sure is not going to work well with a buzz cut.
I ain't really ever see you with no hat on either, so that's
There's
funny.
a reason for that. There's a strong reason for that one. I do not look good in a hat. On the hotline. And again, our phone lines are open, 977. What's the phone line here? Voicemail.
You
Want to
can
make
say
sure
like
it's there. 773-273-9088. There's a 9 in there. 773-273-9088. We're on Twitter at Points Paint. You can comment on our YouTube videos if you wanted to. You can
Facebook.
subscribe, rate, and review is the other way to get in contact with us. Give us a review. Let us know what you think. But we got, and on Facebook. Yeah, like you said, these comments are from Facebook. So there's a lot of ways to interact with us. We'll play your voicemails. We'll read your texts on that 773-273-9088 number. But we got some people who want to talk to us.
We got some Mike G on Facebook. He said, and I quote, Ja Morant is the most unguardable player in the league, folks. Yep, Ja Morant.
Unguardable.
According to Mike G on Facebook, is the most unguardable player in the league. Your thoughts, Ben?
I can't really disagree. I think there's a couple players you can consider unguardable, and Ja Morant has to be up there.
You had to get
Kevin Durant.
3
up there.
guys up there that are just like unguardable. You would say who?
Durant might be number 1.
Okay.
Prime Durant is absolutely number 1. But
think he's
if we're
still in
talking
his
about
prime.
right now,
Like,
he might be still in his
yesterday
prime.
he was lights out.
Yeah. I don't know how you guard Durant. effectively and consistently.
It's like he got a chair in front of him at all times. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it.
It's really hard. I think Ja would have to be up there. Giannis, too. I mean, everyone. Here's the thing. I was reading this a couple days ago, but everyone knows Giannis is going to be inside. Everyone and their mothers knows Giannis in the paint. He's going to be there. He is going to shoot.
Right.
He is shooting 85% on his 2-point shots this season. 85%. They still know what he's going to do, and they cannot stop him. That is unguardable to me. So I would say Giannis, Durant. I think Ja's up there. Okay. I think it's a solid list.
That is a solid list. Top 3 guys unguardable in the NBA. I would probably say Kevin Durant, Giannis, and Ja Morant. Those would be the 3, because you could probably stop everybody else.
Yeah.
Or limit everybody else.
But Embiid can stop himself a lot.
Yep. Shoot
That's
too many jumpers.
Yeah,
Get your big butt down there on the block and score some baskets. Jokic, I feel like Jokic is kind of unguardable.
Kawhi when he's
healthy. Because Jokic does so many different things.
Jokic
so that makes him kind of an unguardable player.
Yeah, I would say Jokic as well. Kawhi when he's healthy.
If you take, what do you think of this? If you take the ball away or keep the ball away from Luka, like out of his hands, how effective is he really?
I think when you're talking about unguardable, Luka's up there for sure, but he needs the ball in his hands.
Yeah,
he's just kind of a loaf. Well, if he's not has the ball, he needs to have the ball, and once he does that, I don't know how you stop him. He can shoot the 3, he can get inside, he can create space whenever he wants. It's unbelievable. So yeah, Luka's up there as well. I mean, saying Ja is the most. I don't know if I agree with that statement. The most,
but he for sure top 3. Yeah, one of the most for sure.
Yeah, 100%. All right, what else we got?
We got Tony Parafoy. He said the Nets are out there. He said Tony Parafoy said the Nets are out there. The Brooklyn Nets playing 4-on-5 with Ben Simmons on the floor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're totally agreed.
Yeah,
totally.
What do you say? He's getting cardio king.
Just getting cardio king, running up and down the floor.
Yeah, that's all Ben Simmons is.
That's
Mr.
totally
cardio.
it. Just all cardio because he got more fouls than points, and that's unacceptable, bro. Because you only get 6.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
And you average 6 points. So
good lord,
that's crazy.
Come on, Ben. For the Bens, figure it out. You need to be better for the Bens.
Be better for the Bens. I like that. Be better for the Bens.
Better for the Bens. I love it. All right. Again, you can contact us 773-273-9088. Tweet at us. We're on Twitter, Points Paint. Facebook is a great way to get in contact in the YouTube comments as well. It's great.
And we writing stuff too now.
Yeah, you're writing stuff. I'm writing stuff.
Yeah, you got the NBA bets. You just dropped that today.
Yeah, NBA bets are going.
So make sure you go to watchstadium.com. You get that article for the NBA's best bets. You can check out my stuff too on there. NBA team preview. See how I'm doing. If I was right, if I was wrong. ZachBazerhouse.wordpress.com for all the Zach Impressive 6 every week that comes out on the Points in the Paint podcast Twitter feed. Make sure you check that article out every week. 6 things that Zach think is impressive for that week of basketball. That's how we do it. That's how we roll. And that's going to conclude this edition of the Points in the Paint podcast presented by Stadium. And guess what? We will be right back next week.